Run It Studios is the home of the Run Radio podcast and runradio.net, a podcast and station about the relentless, resilient, and innovative types, inspiring strides in life, business, and beyond. Welcome to the Run Radio Podcast Fitness Edition. We are talking to Jazz about the Fire and Ice race coming up. So welcome. Tell me all about this event.
Yeah, so the Fire and Ice race is a dog-focused event. So we're focused on making sure that we have a race conducive to not only people who want to run a 5K, and the 5K is going to be cross country, so like there's going to be some holes and stuff out there, but also those of us who really like to play with our dogs and go do fun activities with them. So we have it set up for the safety first. So the dogs are going to be separated by a time and into heats if we get a lot of dogs, but most dogs will be running by themselves.
I love that because we do love to have our pets with us. And sometimes when people don't realize pets are coming, it causes chaos. So it's nice to have this where it's a controlled environment as much as you can. And people bring their dogs. So, what about strollers, walkers? Is all of that okay? What's the setting? What time is everything starting and what day? Everything.
Yeah, so the race itself is going to be Friday, September 20th. The 5K starts at 5 p.m. and there's a mile walk after that. So the mile walk will start at 7. And if we can bump that up a little bit earlier, because we know we're going to be running into the sun setting at that point, we're going to start it a tiny bit earlier, but we're shooting for that 7 p.m. there. So we do encourage to not have anybody under the age of 18, just for there's going to be dogs.
Yeah.
And so we don't want parents with small children. Maybe the child gets loose and runs up to a dog. That's almost never good for anybody in that situation. Best case scenario, the child gets licked in the face. Worst case scenario, people end up in the ER. So
Right.
trying to minimize that as much as possible. The 1 mile walk is fully paved. So walkers, whatever you need for accessibility and mobility aids, totally okay. So if you do have any type of, hey, I don't think I can make it the full 3 miles, or man, I am just like not feeling going over hills and around a bunch of soccer fields. The 1 mile is totally paved. The dogs will have access to the grass around the edge, so if they don't want to walk on the pavement, they can still walk in the grass, and then it's better for everybody.
All right. And where is the start and finish?
Yeah, so the start, and I'll send you a graphic to overlay as well.
Okay.
The start is going to be at fields 11 and 12, I believe, and it loops all the way back around. So the start and finish will be the same. And that will be really easy to find because Heartland Racing Co. is going to be out there. And
Okay.
so they've got the big balloon inflatable thing. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. What are the proceeds going to be used for?
Yeah, so the proceeds of this, since it is a fundraiser, are going to help support our local dog clubs and, in extension, the youth soccer. So the funds will be going to help pay for Lake Country Soccer to get a new AC unit, and that way they can have it nice and cool whenever we're doing agility and everything in the summer, and then the kids also aren't going crazy.
Oh, very nice. Cool. Anything else I haven't thought to ask of that you need to share about the race?
Not that I can think of. Oh, sorry. Right as I say that, I remember a thing.
Yeah.
Um, so we're gonna have bandanas for the dogs. And
Okay.
so when you first check in, if you have the proof of vaccines, which can just be a picture of it on your phone, you're gonna have a dog walk by your dog and then trot by your dog and then a person, just to make sure that like all the dogs are chill around each other, because this does get to be a very high intensity environment for the dogs. So we want to make sure they're all safe and chill and having a good time. There'll be a bandana. So we ask that that's either put on your dog or put on you so that we can easily identify from a distance, hey, this dog's been okayed. They're cool to warm up and do their thing.
Very good. And you brought up an excellent point. I just want to reiterate, they do need proof of vaccines and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, just like you would for any training class, your rabies, your DHP, whatever that long acronym is that I
Okay.
can't remember off the top of my head, but mostly the rabies one is what we're concerned about.
All right. Where can people go to get signed up and find out all that information and see it and make sure they're ready to go?
Yeah, so we have a link to the Run sign up page. So you can find us on Run sign up, but it's a really long URL. So we've just linked it on our pages, dogsportsevents.com and then also Paragon Pups, caninefitness.com.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for doing this event. Appreciate your
Absolutely.
time, and we'll look forward to it. You can follow along and link over and watch more of videos and listen from runradio.net.